Hello, I am Bentham and welcome back to Factory Town, where in the previous episode we were working towards getting conveyor belts made, and we now have a pasture producing wool. I believe we just have to make a workshop and turn the wool into cloth there, and then we're in a fair bit of business. Well, then I think we need to turn the cloth into conveyor belts. We're getting there. There's just a couple more steps of the process left. Also, I've noticed we've finished research again. Did I just forget to assign a new one, or did that manage to happen between episodes or something? Metallurgy seems nice. We get boats and railways and stuff like that. Let's go for that one. And that's red coins, which we can do, whereas we're starting to unlock some with coin colours that I can't get. How did we get these? Sell goods to houses. Well, we know that, but what kind? I guess that's medicine goods. And then this one, I don't know. I mean, I guess, can these upgrade again? Ah, they can, so there must be a fourth tier of materials. This requires cloth, which we're going to be trying to make, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's cloth that we want for conveyor belts. But it's been pointed out to me that I'm not maybe thinking enough in terms of automation here with this little system that I've set up. I've got some people transferring some food here that's being turned into grain, and that's feeding the sheep and everything, but I could automate this more. This should be a farm, and then the farm can output the wheat directly on a chute to the grain mill, and so on and so forth. We could do this a lot more efficiently without having a bunch of people tasked with delivering the wheat. So I wonder if we should maybe do that. Also, we should maybe lower the height of the ground here, because if we are using chutes, it can't be this height. Then again, the food is actually higher up. They're actually going down a level, I think, to get to that path. So maybe we just build up the path by a level, and that is a better way of doing it. So let me remember the buttons for this, because they're a little bit weird, and I have a lot of automation games in my brain right now, and they're various different control systems. Paths. No, that's not what we want. Structural blocks. Scaffolds. I think that's what we're looking for. If we build a row of scaffolds here, up to there, then yeah, that's where it comes level with the food. Also, we're running out of grain rapidly, so I'm going to stop these workers from taking it before it all runs out. So now we should maybe be able to run a path across. I'm not sure about this bit here. That might not work. Yeah, we're not allowed to build the chute there. Can we do that somehow? Can we raise the height? Because it didn't seem to let us build a scaffold. Also, I have discovered that there is a way of changing the presets on the hotbar. I'm slowly discovering this in all games that I'm playing right now. In fact, this is a good time to say, those watching my Satisfactory playthrough know that I recorded it all in advance, and I do later in the series work out that you can rebind the hotbar. I just haven't in the episodes you're watching yet, and I'm afraid it's going to be a few days. Let me just put that PSA out there, so because the comments are already beginning to flood in that the hotbar is a thing, and I know I have a few episodes of more of those comments coming before we finally get to the one where I go, oh, it's right there. It's yeah. Whoops. It doesn't let me build one there. I guess maybe because there was a path there, that means you can't build one. I'm not really sure, but let's run this along a bit. Oh, we need to work out where we're putting the building, because we're no longer having the workers responsible for it. Also, another thing I've realized is I've got the pipes, well, the chutes going in the front and coming out the front. I could just make this simpler. I could have just rotated the building, have the chute run directly that way, instead of this rigmarole I've got. In fact, I think I might redo that. The chute's full of grain at the moment. I don't want to mess with it while it's full of stuff. Okay, so what we want is a farm, and farms should really, I think, be on my hotbar, because they seem like an important thing. I mean, maybe I'm overvaluing their importance. I guess all you need is one working well, and that'll run your entire town. Oh, we don't have enough stone blocks. How come? What are we using them for? We've got tons of stone. I've just shut it down for a while because we needed some raw stone for things. Alright, let's start up the process again. Please deliver stone to the stonemason once again. Yeah, we shut that down for a while. I forget why. I think we needed raw stone to do a thing. A couple of workers here that just stood around not doing anything. It's fine. We got... Oh, I was going to say we got spares. We got one spare, apparently. Okay, so yes, building a farm. It might take a second for us to be able to build it, but let's find the thing. There it is. And yes, so apparently all we do is shift and then a number key. So I'm gonna hit, like, actually, what are these? Crate? Is that just like a barn but smaller? Also, I just hit a button. No, got barn, we got lumber mill. I don't think lumber mill is something we particularly want on the bar. Another thing is there are multiple bars, and it's the F keys that show them, so I might just like repurpose the magic bar. Oh, in fact, I don't even need to bind stuff. It's already on other hotbars. There we go. Yeah, so the farm is on hotbar number 2. I can deal with that. That works. Yeah, we still can't build it. We've got 7 stone brick. Keep it moving. Kind of wish there was a fast forward button. Maybe there is, but I'm not aware of one. We're up to 8. Keep it moving. We're almost there. I might put more workers into that to make it go quicker. There we go, 10. Alright, we can place this now. Or not. I think the vastly differing heights of the area causing problems. It says can only be placed on terrain. It's on terrain, isn't it? Or is it that, like, farms can't be built on scaffolds at all? That kind of makes some sense to me. Let's see if we can do some terrain forming. Oh, that's interesting. Only the raised terrain and not the lower terrain button are on hotbars at all. Lumber mills and barns are in hotbar number 2. I'm going to reassign this one on hotbar number 1 to be lower terrain, because why not? So terrain block down, shift 7. Didn't do anything. Wait, do I have to grab it? Shift 7? There it is. Okay. And now, oh, this terrain is a mess. It's all over the shop. Look at it. We're right on the edge where it leads into, like, this big hilly region. How do I fix this? It's hard to know where to start, and it's going to mess with the crops, presumably. Didn't let me do anything there. We gotta lower that, lower this. Okay, we've got a plane. Yeah, it won't let us mess with this much. I can try to, and it kinda begrudgingly lets me lower things. Oh, there we go. You just have to lower the tiles around them and you can lower the grain. Do a bit more over here. It's costing money. Presumably, yeah, 5 coins per. That's reasonable. That's actually pretty good as potential rates go. And then let's try and... Did I do it? 8. There we go. Raise. Or not raise terrain. Oh, we raised that one. Can't raise this one. Maybe because of the scaffold positioning. Yeah, the scaffold's probably blocking it. The worker's blocking that one. Oh, never mind. Can I lower that again? There we go. Now it's flat. Interesting. Alright, let's clear out the scaffolds and just make the ground level in this area. That seems... Oh, again, it's not. Oh, because there's one there. I gotta clear it out a little bit more. Nope. The edge scrolling is very sensitive, I've noticed. So you just go rocketing off in a random direction when you hit that. It's still not allowing it because there's more scaffold there, isn't it? Damn it. There we go. X is the remove button. I don't have to go over to the button every time. Right, raise. That's more like it. Raise this. I'm sure we'll raise that as well. And then we've got a spot for the farm and a spot for the path to go up to. So hotbar 3 has all of this stuff in it. Right, we're in business. Let's get a footpath. I guess. Actually, we don't need one. This is all going to be automated. That's the thing. It's actually unnecessary. Right, grab a farm. Does this mean it gets water? I can't remember. Does it have to be... Probably has to be over water, literally. That gives it the blue highlight. Yeah. The blue highlight's what we want. So we actually want it on this side. In which case it needs to be flatter ground around here. Actually, I wonder if we lower the ground level enough, does it make water? Can we just cheat? Is that a thing? Let's give it a little test, you know, just to be sure. Like, if I lower this... Yep, the water spreads. Interesting. I wonder how we can mess with this. Can I make these higher? It's only allowing it to a certain degree. I'm wondering if I could just get it so there's water in, like, the corner. Again, gotta delete this. We can raise that. I'm thinking now we put the farm on this side. And we just sort out the terrain so it can sit there, but underneath one corner is water, and maybe that'll be allowed. I'm not sure if that counts. If that little corner there works. Let's give it a go. One. Nah, it's not highlighting blue. In fact, it's not highlighting blue there either. We might be able to make this work. Let's try lowering this tile more. Yeah, that makes it presumably a proper bit of water, but that might prevent us building the farm there. I think that like half of it is the height. Oh, there's where I wanted to build it actually. Yeah, it doesn't allow me to. It's like, no, there's a massive hole. What are you doing? So it's got to be like lower down so that it can be low enough. Shouldn't it work if we like raise up the scaffolds to there? Maybe if we build the scaffold first, it'll allow it. Like, if we just put this in here, and then we order the farm. No, it's wise to our sneaky attempts. Worth a shot. We could lower all the land some more so that it actually just works. Because I'm trying to get this fully automated here. I just have no people working on it because I realize that's a potential thing. Except for where the pasture is, I'd need to move that to water, but I could. Maybe I just have the farm over here and I forget that bit of wheat there. And then just have it, not blue anymore. Wait, no, that's not the farm. That's the farm. Okay, just have the farm over here, feed in that way and do it all like that. Oh, but height is important. We've got to have it high enough. Ah, there we go. There's the problem. We can't lower this at all because then we can't shoot it over. We'd have to make the conveyor belts, which theoretically we could. Who's this? Oh, there's a person occupying. I was wondering why it was occupied. You get out of the way. Let's build our farm. Just plonk it right there. And yeah, what I'm thinking then is... where is it? There we go, scaffolds. Run them up to there. I mean, that's just the one. And then shoots coming out. Going that way. And yeah, it just produces wheat. Not particularly fast. We'll have to work on that. It's built up a supply, but that's about to just disappear. Yeah, there we go. Not so great. That's the point. We don't need to deliver water to it. It's not actually a necessity. It just speeds up the process. So maybe we just don't bother. It's probably providing enough. I mean, yeah, everything's shut down at the moment because this is waiting to be unloaded. Now, one of the things we can do, and one of the reasons that I built a farm here, and actually I guess this might require a worker, yeah, is we can deliver the fertilizer. We're making some, don't have much to do with it, send it to the farm. And it's a feedback loop of awesome. And then we need the wool taking somewhere. So what I might do is build a new barn around here. And this can be our central storage area for things happening in this particular region, because it's a little bit far away from everything else. Having people ferry all the stuff over there might not be necessary. So we'll plonk a barn there. And then we can literally just have a person stood in the gap transferring the wool to the barn. There we got this guy over here. He can come wander closer, so we've got him ready. We could do with some paths, particularly for this guy here. Right now he's, yeah, that's the route he's taking, so we can see about just making a path there. Seeing as the path we had has now become a line of chutes. I keep hitting buttons expecting menus to open, but they're the rotation buttons. They're not doing that. There's too many games. There's too many different games that I'm learning the buttons and menus for, and they're all completely different. Right, paths, footpaths. Where are you picking stuff up from? You going to there. So we'll run it here. Why are you doing that when you could stand there? Like, really? That's your path? This needs raw wood. We don't have any in storage, apparently. It's all been turned into planks again. How's the plank supply doing? Yeah, we got 300 of them. Alright. Who's delivering the planks to there, please? for the moment, just stop, just stand there. So the planks will build up in here, and the wood will build up in here. Eventually, it'll take a little bit of time. How are the woodcutters doing? Oh, they've changed their route entirely. That's not what we want, and that's why supply of wood's gone a bit rubbish. Also, did I never order them to deliver to the end of the shoot? I just extended it and forgot. Oops. These trees are now mostly cut back how I wanted them to be, so it's not the end of the world. But really, if they're going to cut back any other trees, I'd like it to be these ones over here. Delivering those to the base is a little bit of a challenge. They've got quite a route to take. You'd have to go through here, and that's where people are, and they're trying to do things with their lives. So I think what I'll do is I'll have a chute go this way, and in there. And that'll be better. And then we have all the workers over here gathering wood. Because this I want to just get rid of so that we can access our farm a bit better. I've really just wedged it in there. However, chutes across water is probably going to need scaffolds. Oh yeah, it's just building them automatically. That's fine then. Yep, just go that way. Oh, but this one needs to be rotated. So, delete. No, rotate. And then back to being a straight line. Please build across here. There we go. And then I'm going to block certain people taking the routes, unfortunately. Yeah, who's delivering wood here? All of you stop the ridiculous things you're doing right now. This isn't what I wanted. Please go, go stand here to start with. I'm just going to get you to stand in the right place. First of all, because then I can get you to actually take trees from the right place. So you, I saw you. Does it show me here? Maybe? God, some people are taking ridiculous routes. That guy's mining stone. Why is he gone that way? What is he doing? Still see wood on this line. Who else is doing ridiculous routes? You. I see you. Stop. Get over there. What else we got? I think these guys are all working on stone. This one guy here. Aha! What, you're delivering to that one? And you decide to go for these trees? Get over there. What are you doing? Right, yeah, we've got 3 people working on wood for this place, which is probably more than enough, right? Oh no, it's not full up. It's actually full up on paper. We just need, the paper delivering quicker, right? Or is it this? Oh, we're out of coins. That's why this is all backed up. Don't we have our guy who delivers bricks over here? Or did we fire him? We might have fired him. No, there he is. Yeah, he's still doing his job, and that guy's delivering planks. Yeah, I've made a bit of a meal of some of this. People aren't particularly happy right now. Okay, so we've got our gathering of woodcutters. Just start chopping these trees right here. Please. I'll just send them all to the chute there. Yeah, that guy doesn't even need to move. The rest of them might occasionally have some weird ideas about where to travel, but they should get it done eventually. So that's a more consistent supply of wood again to the line. Oh, we had this at double speed. That's half the problem. Alright, bring it down to 1 speed and get this guy back on the job of ferrying planks. That'll get this running again, but hopefully using up wood at a lower speed than how much we're generating. And yeah, we need to keep making the planks. It's dropped by 100 in this time. Wow. Maybe we don't have enough. It's a bit of a concern. Okay, so yeah, they're all getting on with their stuff. Back to what I was doing over here. Yeah, so I realized we had a problem because I couldn't build any roads. So let's get roads being made again. Where's our guy delivering fertilizer? Oh. The crops have run out. Aren't they supposed to be replanted? Or is it that they've been replanted but they're taking time to regrow? Oh, right. So it's not just endlessly generating. You still have to worry about how many plots there are And if there aren't enough, then they run out and die. I wonder what this farm's up to. Oh, well, this farm hasn't been doing anything for a while. That's why I didn't notice it. Okay, so we do have to build some... Oh, there we go. So one's regenerated, and now they start using it again. And yeah, we didn't actually end up running out of a supply of anything here, but we could have. It was a definite possibility. That's got a bunch of wool stored. This is waiting on water. It needs actually quite a bit. Maybe I should have built it on water then. I didn't think it would take this this much. It's limiting it massively. Let's move the pasture, because it seems like that's going to really hold it back the whole of its existence unless we put the water right there. So... delete or not? Remove block, please. No, that's not the button, apparently. If I just select and... oh yeah, just the delete key will do it. There we go. Yeah, you're out of a job, as are you. In fact, you're out of a job permanently. Oh, now you've got some random water on you. I've heard there's a way to fix this. If I hit M... hang on, no. If I hit M and then that gives me the move tool, and if I move him... no, it's still there. I thought it was something about if you hit M on them, they drop something they've picked up, but... no, it's not doing it. Alright, well... there, problem solved. He will no longer bother us with his random bit of water that he's trying to get rid of. Right, pasture. And yeah, we just have to plonk it vaguely close to the water, and it'll do its thing. So yeah, let's have it right there. Give it the job of... wool once again. Is wool the right one? I'm a bit concerned now. Oh, and you can just straight up sell wool as a red coin good. That might be better than using stone then. Just have an extra pasture hooked up. Because right now we don't have renewable stone supply. We'll surely get it fairly soon, but for the moment, we don't. Right, can we just go straight down? No, I think this slope is wrong. I think I've encountered this before. Yeah, it's not a straight slope, but we can fix that. We can do some terrain messing about with. Nope, that didn't fix it. That fixed it. That'll do. Run it down to there, straight into the side. And you know what, we can just... oh, we can't necessarily have that run out to there. Into the barn. Actually, we could. It'll be two separate things flowing out of there. But then we can have the guy retrieving fertilizer from the barn. Just the barn is currently full of wool. I kind of want to move it. And then again, that's just chute. It doesn't matter. Oh, does it not like that I've got a chute leading out of something that's producing two things? Oh, they're higher level products. They're not compatible with chutes. I see. Right, so we have to have it hand delivered. So, you continue with your job of delivering wool from there. You continue with your job of delivering fertilizer from there to the farm. Definitely needs it right now. We'll sort that. We'll get that fixed. So now it's got water just being supplied by default. Now the limitation is probably going to be the animal feed. So yeah, let's get some more farm plots for this thing, because they're constantly not able to actually provide any food. Yeah, the thing pops up. How much does it get out of it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if it's like 6 or 20. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, you only get 10 food out of each one, and then you gotta wait for the thing to grow, so that's not so great. Let's make farm plots. B. Buildings. Oh, farming and mining. They've got special tiles for them. Oh, we need fertilizer in storage for farm tiles. In that case, fertilizer guy, where are you? Oh, there's 2 of you. Oops. Well, oh yeah, because one of you guys was actually the water guy. Please take the fertilizer there instead. You do the same for now. Let's just have it all stored in the barn and all used to make more plots, because that's a long-term permanent benefit instead of a short-term gain by improving the crops. And let's try and get these footpaths in any sort of sensible shape. There we go. Dedicated one for you. And then you want to go there, so sure, I'll give you a path there. And then we just need a path running straight. Ah, it doesn't allow it. Yeah, because it goes... No, it does allow it. Oh, it just doesn't allow it going through the crop, the herbs, but people can still walk through the herbs, so it's probably still quicker to take that route. Also, I don't want to use a ton of wood making a scaffold when we probably don't need it, so we'll just have the path go up and down a bit, it's fine. Alright, now it's all stopped because of this issue, but now we should have a bit of fertilizer in storage, so if we... Is farm tile on this list? No, it's not. Yeah, we just have to... We'll go into the menu for it. It's fine. So, farm tile, and then... Oh! How does that... Does it show... Does it have to be within the yellow range? What's the range that the farm tile shows? What does that mean? Do the ranges just have to overlap, or does this have to be inside that range? It's not clear. But let's just, like... Yeah, let's make a grid of 6 of them here. And then, how do we plant on them? What do they become? Is it still grain? Oh, no crop planted. Use the build/farming tools to place a crop. Okay. Ah, so then once we place the farm tiles, we then plant the crops. And we're just going to make this all grain, because that is the sole purpose of this farm. Produce grain, send it to there. Oh, and we just finished researching metallurgy. We've unlocked the forge, railways, machinery, boat building, and enchanted accessories. Apparently some of the magic stuff is maybe coming into play. Alright, yeah, so it was all just like other researches we unlocked, and they all require blue. We can work on boat building and medicine. I feel like medicine makes sense. That seems like something that a town needs. Yeah, all this stuff is built up at the moment. We're just waiting on the red coins. We'll see if we can get something going with that. I mean, the wool is one of the key things we can use for that. There we go. These have all grown and they're all being farmed now. And yeah, because they've all grown at once, it's going to take longer for each one to be used up, which actually is bad, thinking about it. They'll all grow at once, take ages to be harvested, and they're all going to be spending time not actively growing. I guess these are doing that in the meantime, though. There we go, they harvested one first, and then that starts growing while they're still harvesting the others. We'll see if they keep on top of it. It seems like it's a reasonable rate it's going at. We'll see how that works for the pasture. Pretty well. It's just about holding up, so we'll see if it can maintain this current speed. Yeah, it's 1.5 seconds, and then these are taking 2 seconds, so they're more than making up for it. The 1.5 seconds is the limiting factor. This is a 6-second process that requires, ultimately, 4 grain going in. So they're perfectly balanced, I think. Or not. There we go. Did I get the numbers wrong? No, this should be correct. 6 seconds takes a second and a half to harvest this. And the fertilizer is presumably helping. These guys are all just stood here waiting. Let's have one of the fertilizer workers. You deliver the fertilizer to the farm, so somebody is. And we'll see if they, like, alternate who does it, or whether this guy's always going to get dibs. That guy's always going to get dibs. Oh, dear. Did I order it right? No, wait, I didn't order it right. Deliver to there. And yeah, he's now... Oh, yeah, so that guy's doing it. And then... Oh, because he's off doing that, this guy will take precedence, because he'll still be there. But then will this guy get precedence again? Well, yeah, he will twice, because it takes that long for this guy to get back. But then will this guy get precedence? He will. It works out then. We've managed to make a very, very low-tech balancing system that sends two-thirds of it that way and 1/3 of it that way, which is, I think, roughly what we want, really. And I guess if this is full, the guy will stop delivering anyway. In fact, yeah, we can just do it that way. We don't have to do a silly system like this. We just need this worker to deliver the fertilizer from the barn to the farm. The farm will fill up, and then the barn will fill up after, and then we'll have some in stock, as well as getting to the farm as it needs to, and we don't have to rely on potentially abusing the system to make timings work right. I don't know. Oh, he's not taking the path now. Is it just because he doesn't realize the path exists? Like, if he notices it coming back, but then he doesn't notice... Oh, he changes his route because... I think the pathfinding is slightly ropey, maybe. Which I honestly can't complain about, because I've never understood how pathfinding can even work in games. I like to think I'm good at understanding, like, the basic functions of code. But when it comes to pathfinding, I'm like, how do you even make that be a thing? That just seems so complicated. How do you make it plan all that out without using vast amounts of resources? By just, like, plotting all possible routes and then trying to find the quickest, which is not a good way of doing it. I don't know. I never learned, like, proper, like, game design or coding or anything. I'm gonna get rid of... You know what? I'm just gonna get rid of this old... I was making gaps in it, but there's no reason for this to exist at all anymore. We've stopped cutting trees here. It's all over here now. And we can maybe build some paths here just to help people keep up a decent speed delivering. Because I don't want to have to move the chute up a bit by bit when I've got them delivering to a certain section. It's only going to make a mess. How's this looking now? Wood is building up slowly, and planks are building up as well, so it's a stable-ish system. Stone, in the meantime, nope. I mean, it's probably because we've got a... Oh, hello. Get off! Go away! It's probably because we've got a wagon delivering the stone, so there's never a chance for it to build up. But if we were gathering more stone than the stonemason could process... The stonemason! Than the stonemason can process, then we'd have enough, I suppose. But it seems like we need vast amounts of stone being delivered if we want that. Then again, is that a problem? Also, we could have chute-based delivery of stone if we liked. Might be a good idea. Get things going a smidge quicker. Like if I run this up here. The terrain is really awkward for it. Let's see if I can just, like, make a straight slope. Can I get rid of the path? I think if I just change the height of the terrain, it might do that anyway. You can't change height around buildings. It's annoying, but also I get why. It does make sense. It's just frustrating. Doop. Lower that. There we go. We've got a straight slope going up, so we could run the chute that way if we wanted to. Let us delete that. Swing this round. Right up to, like, there. And also, I'm just going to give them the order to gather stone without specifying a delivery location, because I think that will mean they default to the chute or the nearest building. And that might be better. There's one more stone guy. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, I'm just going to have them all deliver stone where they want to. Yeah, they're mostly going for the end of the chute, but that guy's going for just directly into the building for whatever reason. That's fine. That guy over there is still delivering from far away. Don't do that. Go stand here, and then please deliver stone. Well, just mine stone. Just mine stone. There we go. He's in the right spot now. And I wonder if we should have another one. But then we've got to worry about, like, paths and stuff. I mean, I guess I could have chutes and then paths over the chutes. Maybe we should just get conveyor belts. We're trying to work towards that. At the moment, we've got a bunch of supplies built up for that purpose. In fact, we're about to run out of room. Before we end, shall we see if we can get that done? I believe it's a workshop that we need. How do I find this out? If I just go to a workshop, I guess I can open the recipe selector and take a look. So that makes cloth. And then cloth, and a wagon wheel and stone bricks make a cloth conveyor belt. So it's all the things we've worked towards so far. Even wagon wheels, but it'll be worth it. So, again, forgetting my buttons. We need a workshop. That needs raw stone. There you go, there's the problem. Alright, let's throw every person we can at this job. You're not doing anything. Gather stone. You are out of a job, gather stone. I'm gonna hire more people. Because we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gather stone, gather stone, gather stone, gather stone, gather stone. Just overwhelm our stone supply. Take all of it. And also want to clear this out because it's annoying how it fills up the water and sort of blocks off this area that I've just been building into. There we go. Just mountains of people delivering stone. Some taking it directly to the stonemason. Is the stone supply building up now? Not yet. Maybe it's building up in here. Oh, it's building up in there. All right. Yep, that's full. Okay. That's more like it. Everyone deliver to the base. Yep, stone's building up. Just overwhelm our stone stockpile with people delivering it. That's a way to do it. In fact, these guys here aren't doing anything, and I can have them on it too. But I think we're going quick enough now, so that works. Right, let's do this like from the menu, because I don't need to open the things every time. Let's have a gap of 2. Not enough population capacity. Oh yeah, people man the buildings. Alright, you fired, you fired, you fired. And then immediately one of you's hired for this workshop. We'll work out the rest later. Recipe will be cloth. And then we need the one that puts it all together. And I think we want to have the cloth being delivered this way, because this is where everything else is being made. And conveyor belts are a very central, important thing. It should be well supplied by people being nearby. And I'm just hammering random buttons again and making a mess. There we go. That's where paths are. I just want a road running behind our buildings from that entrance. And then we'll work out where to send it from there. Let's get another workshop. There we go. And spin it around, face it that way, I think. We'll put it there. Wait till people aren't in where I'm building it, because I believe if you build a building while a worker's in there, they get trapped forever. At least that's what I found in my practice game, seemed to be the case. So, cloth conveyor belts, and this is going to use vast amounts of our resources, but it's absolutely going to be worth it, because that is what the game is about, is conveyors. And getting everything delivered super quick where it needs to go. More roads. We need more roads. I've not been doing a good job with the roads. It's only slowing people down. I even got one deleted there. How did I do that? I must have misclicked something at some point. Roads everywhere. All the roads. Everything roads. Fill it all in. Now we're in business. That one, because that sort of makes more sense structurally to me as how roads should work. There. These guys can have some more road as well. In fact, we'll do a little cross thing here so that they can quickly get onto that sort of center branch. Keep that all going. How's our wood supply holding up? It's stable. I've just been spending a bunch on roads, so that's actually fine. It's going up normally. So... cloth will be delivered to here. Now we've got to get a person on that, which is actually quite a challenge. What are you two up to? Oh, you're both trying to deliver stuff, but there's no longer any space. So you're just kind of in limbo for a time. That's fine. You'll have work to do soon enough. Yeah, we can take some people off stone duty. We're producing that much that we can live. So you take the cloth to the workshop. Then we need the wagon wheel system to be running again. So currently I believe we don't have someone delivering planks. Now we do. Bit of a concern, but hopefully this will just build up. Instead of having wagon wheels taken to the base, we'll just have them taken to there, and that way we won't be able to have them infinitely build up in our base inventory. You wagon wheels to there. We can take someone off wood supply and I think still live. No one's queuing up to deliver wood to the to this one, interestingly. Are we actually okay for things again? The paper isn't built up, but neither is red coins. I guess we're just perfectly balancing it right now. That's interesting. Also, let's get more roads. Because these guys could work quicker if I allowed them to. There, and maybe we also do a connection like this way. So we've got the wagon wheels being brought, and we should have the cloth being brought. Not that I'm seeing it. Oh, we don't have the wool actually being delivered here. Well, we can't use a chute for it, I think, actually. We need another person on this job. We've got one spare right now. Plonk. You please deliver wool to the workshop. Actually, we could just build more homes or even upgrade the ones we have. Yeah, these are in a state to be upgraded. There we go. I forgot, because previously I was like, we don't even need to upgrade our houses. We've got so many people, it's not a problem. And then I forgot that we actually could still do that. There we go. Now we can have another 8 people. We're absolutely fine. Plonk, 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 plonk. Easy to just have them around so I can quickly grab them and give them the job. You deliver stone brick from the base to the workshop. And that is everything we need. That should all be working now. Yep, I see stuff being delivered. We might want a wagon on this particular job because it's a long route to take. It might interfere with other wagons, though. The problem is that there's a 1 wide gap, and it's hard to actually clear a specific patch of stone, as far as I've seen so far, because they just sort of go for the nearest. It seems like if you give them an order for a certain one, they'll go for that, like, maybe exclusively for a while, and then switch to a random one after, so maybe it does work. But let's have a look at this. It is running, and it is producing conveyor belts. Fantastic. Now what? We need them to get to main storage, I suppose. I'm going to rotate that. Yeah, let's have a guy deliver them. Conveyor belts, please. Deliver them to the base. And then, next episode, we will be able to start actually conveying things around. No longer will slopes on terrain stop us from delivering things. No longer will flat items that don't roll have to be hand carried. We will be able to convey everything everywhere, and it will be wonderful. But that is all we have time for today. In fact, we went over a bit because I wanted to make sure we at least had conveyor belts being produced and that all sorted out by the end. But there we go. And look, this is all running healthily now. Everything's building up nicely. All the food there is good, and this is emptying out because we've actually cleared some space for things by taking things out of here. We might have an issue with storing fertilizer. We might have too much of the stuff right now. I can't imagine that we need it in vast quantities. So I'm sure this isn't like perfectly stable right now. We will work out what to do with it, but we can do belt stuff now. We can have belts properly sorting through things and all that. Because I think we've got the... Did we get the belt mergers and things and all that researched? Let's have a look. Yeah, there we go. We've got pushers and grabbers and splitters and blockers and filters and one-ways and all that good stuff. It just all costs lots of red coins. Oh dear. That's our cloth supply. Built up massively. Okay, then let's have... As one last thing, let's have a guy's job it is to take cloth to the general store. And then half of it goes to making conveyors, half to the general store, and then maybe they can deal with it. I don't think they're dealing with it, even there. They're producing every 4 seconds. It's not... I don't think we're going to run through that supply. Oh dear. There. Okay, so that is where I'm going to leave it for today. Next episode, we'll start building some conveyors. Let's get our food situation actually in any sort of reasonable state, because, yeah, these people haven't been fed in a while. They've just been running off planks. It's like, we got no food for you, but don't worry, we got some wood. You can gnaw on that, it'll be fine. You'll be alright. We've been supporting the entire village off of gnawing on wood. Oh, and we've just finished researching medicine. Poultice, medical wrap, antidotes, ointment, and mana purification. Interesting. The only thing we can research now with red coins is boat building, so let's queue that up for the next time. So, we're getting the hang of it. Now we've got conveyors, it's going to make it a lot easier to get things where we want them to go without throwing massive amounts of people at it or having to mess with the terrain to make it work. So, this will be interesting. But with that, I shall say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.